Yo, what is up, little pimps, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be showing you guys how you guys can win every Apex Legends game you guys play. This is going to be the easiest and most efficient tips and tricks video for you guys, showing you guys how you can literally win every game in Apex Legends. We're going to be covering pretty much everything as far as weapons, the legends that you can use themselves, and how to use your abilities to the best, as well as some other hidden tips and tricks that might benefit you guys that you guys might not have known of. But before we get into this video, if you guys can do me a favor and leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe for more Apex Legends content. I'm going to try to upload more Apex Legends content here on the channel. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So we're going to start this off from the beginning of the game. So whenever you guys do jump or land off, obviously you want to land in a place that isn't too hot in the game. Some place that is pretty populated, but not crazy amount with like a bunch of people landing there. Obviously, you know, just like any other battle royale, you want to land more towards the edge of the map. In Apex Legends, you are able to move a little bit faster with not wielding your weapons. You just hold triangle on console. I'm not sure what it is on PC or any other consoles, but for PS4 at least, I know that you have to hold triangle and you actually put your weapon away and you are able to move a lot faster. This is a trick that I recently learned. So if you guys are behind in the storm or somewhere on the edge of the map, this is going to be effective for trying to move and get away quick. Now in Apex Legends, you definitely want to use a lot of the abilities and a lot of the tricks that you can use to your benefit. For example, like I said, whenever you put away your weapons, you are able to run a lot faster. You can parkour over a bunch of stuff and be able to move a lot faster with this trick. You want to use sliding to your best benefit as well. Sliding is by far going to be one of the best things that helps you move around the map a lot faster, especially on an area that has a slope or that goes downhill, and you say, for example, you are in the storm or you are trying to get away from enemies. That is by far going to be one of the best ways to get away from them or for you to get back into the circle. Now running up the walls as well is something that I noticed that helps out a lot. You can always climb over obstacles as well as get on top of structures just by running up the wall. I believe you could run up something that is like twice your height, maybe a little bit more. You will notice that your character, when he tries to get to the top, he slows down a little bit whenever he's climbing. That's pretty much how you predict how high you can climb. But as far as movements, I believe I've covered everything for moving around the map quicker and being able to get on top of stuff and move around just like a lot quicker than what you normally would, or that you guys were basically doing before. Now when it comes to gunfights, obviously you want to use whatever weapon and abilities to your benefit. Personally, I like using the Wraith. She is my main. She is by far one of the best characters I feel like in the game to use. The reason for that is if I am in a gunfight with somebody and I am losing or I am dying or I feel like I am going to die, I can always phase and get away. The only problem with that is you can still see a Wraith whenever she is phasing. There is like a little shadow left behind that you are able to trace. So sometimes a lot of the better players, especially, or people who play a lot, I feel like are able to actually know where I'm going to end up next, or they're able to follow me and end up just killing me. Now, one of the abilities that I think works good as well is the teleportation, or whenever she leaves a portal. That is something that you can use to your benefit to bounce back and forth. This is just for the Wraith. I'm only going to be going over the Wraith because I don't really use any of the other legends. So I feel like this is the one that I feel like I can personally explain to a lot of people who like to main Wraith. You want to use the teleportation to your benefit, you know, placing it somewhere where you always know where it's at, especially if you are about to fight somebody, just so you can jump back and forth through the portal, and you'll know that if you jump back and forth through the portal, somebody else might end up jumping back and forth, and you could easily pick them off in the event that they do teleport through your portal. Another tip I can give you guys with the portal is if you guys are caught in the storm and you do have the portal, it is already fully charged, or you guys are able to use it, you will actually run faster than normal if you use the portal. It'll help you get out of the storm a lot quicker just for that time being. I believe just to place it, I think it's like 15 seconds that you get in between. So that's a good amount of time for you to be able to get out of the circle and continue to try to get to your destination or just get back into the circle. The Wraith is excellent in trying to get flanks. I feel like she is by far one of the best characters to try to flank around enemies and get around to their backside or behind them to be able to kill them from the back. Honestly, that is mainly what I use her for, is getting around the enemies. Once they are targeted on my teammates, I use her to get around them and shoot them from the behind, or shoot them wherever they are not expecting it, because they'll be focused on your teammates. That's just my recommendation to anybody who likes to Wraith main. Try to use her to flank around your enemies so you can get behind them. Now that we have covered the main, or just Wraith in this case, we want to move on more towards weapons. Now, one of the weapons that I personally like to use the most is by far the G7 Scout. I feel like this gun is a it's a very powerful semi-automatic rifle. You can shoot people as fast as you can pull the trigger, but like I said, it all depends on your accuracy and everything as well. So if you have good accuracy and you are able to hit your shots, I would recommend using this type of gun. For automatic weapons, somebody who you're not that accurate, or up close or from far at least, I would recommend using like an LMG. Or like the SMGs. I'm trying to remember some of the names right now. One of the I think it's a carbine. That is by far one of the best ones, I think, especially with like a grip and it has all that stuff on it. The barrel stabilizer, that's going to help out a lot for people who don't have super good aim, because the recoil on it is insane. And one of the other guns that I feel like you have to run is a Peacekeeper. That is by far one of like the most important weapons to have in every inventory you guys get, or every game you guys play, because most likely you guys are going to end up in a close-up battle, at least towards the end or wherever. You want to make sure that you do have a weapon that is close up, range, a gun that you can do high damage in a close quarters area, and Peacekeeper is by far one of the best ones you can use. The automatic shotgun as well as the pistol shotgun are by far like the most garbage weapons in the game, so I'd recommend not using those. Try to always aim towards a Peacekeeper, or if you see a Peacekeeper, make sure to grab it before any of your teammates. Once you guys get familiar on how to use your guys' main, the abilities, basically just how to move around the map and be able to focus more on your guys' shots and have a good accuracy, you then want to focus more on your play as with your teammates. You want to always be marking stuff that is available for them. You have to remember that your teammates, as powerful as they are, what I'm trying to say is, if they have good armor, they have good weapons, everything, it is going to benefit you as well, because it's still going to take a lot more shots for them to get killed, opposed to them having the gray regular common armor, opposed to like having like the purple armor. You want to make sure that they are stocked up as well, and you'll know, because you can obviously see what weapons or what shields they have. So I would recommend, if you do see a shield or anything in that area, a blue helmet or a purple helmet or anything like that, always mark it for your teammates. Let them know where all the good stuff is at, so that they can continue to level themselves up and make sure that they are stacked as well, because if they are pretty powerful in the game, most likely that they are going to be able to carry you as well if you get down. Once your teammates are all stacked and they have a good amount of armor and a good amount of weapons, you then want to focus on your plays as a team. You want to make sure that you guys, especially when the circle starts to get smaller, that you guys stick together as a team and don't spread apart or separate. Usually when you start to separate or get cocky towards the end of the game, you will get picked off by another squad, and you will have that disadvantage on your squad. Most likely the two randoms or the two teammates that you guys are playing with are not going to be able to take on a whole squad by themselves. So I recommend towards the end of the game, always stay close to your squad. You don't have to be like super huddled up together, but at least in a close perimeter where if your homie is getting shot, you can push up to him in a pretty quick amount of time. Once you guys get to the end circle, you then just want to stay very close to each other, play it smart, try to find out where the enemies are. You always want to mark the enemies as well. That is one thing that I feel like a lot of people forget to do. As soon as you see somebody, make sure you do mark them and let them know where they are. Do not get greedy with kills or anything like that. Trust me, you will have a lot of kills, especially by the end of the game. At least 3 or 4 is a decent enough. But like I said, you always want to mark these enemies. Let them know, or let your teammates know at least, where the enemies are at, so that you guys can continue to push towards them, and always keep an eye on everybody or your surroundings around, because you have 3 eyes looking around. Obviously, if all 3 of you guys are marking your enemies and everything, you guys should be okay and should make it to the end of the game. Of course, when you make it to the last squad, should be an easy cleanup for you guys, as long as you guys play it smart, use your abilities, and make sure that you use everything to your advantage. You guys should be able to get that win. But that is pretty much it for this video. I believe we covered everything. We should have another video very, very soon on some other tips and tricks videos so you guys can get better at Apex Legends. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys did, if you guys could help me out with a like, I would really, really appreciate that. If we could get 4 likes on this video, that'd be very awesome, because we don't get that many likes on our videos because we suck. If you guys would like to see more videos like these on your guys' homepage, please feel free to subscribe. And if you guys would like to, you guys can turn on notifications as well. Overall, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I've been Mark, and we'll see you guys later.